Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster. It's episode 6, and this was. Oh my god. I. It's so. It's gonna be so hard to do this commentary. Sorry if I sound a lot different. I think I might sound a lot different. Maybe I can change it a little. I'm not sure. I'll work on fixing it. Should be fine. My chair rumbling everywhere. I don't know how this is gonna go. But hey, how are you doing? It's great. Sorry if you noticed. That's actually a different audio clip that I just started. I'll have to put it after the other one. I'll fix it and just looking at it's over the top of the in the editing software. But hey, how's it going? I know I already said that, but hope your day is going great. I don't know if this is coming out when I have just uploaded the video earlier, saying that I was gonna try and explain where I've been and everything, or it's gonna come out the next day. It depends on when I can get the editing software. I'm using Filmora 9 on my PC. I've been using iMovie on my iPad, and how I've been doing it, I guess, is, well, first I should explain. We're building a single rail coaster in Planet Coaster. We're doing a different island. This was actually really hard. It took a couple hours to do. I sped this up really fast, and I cut a lot of footage out. It was just me like trying different things because it it's kind of slow at some points, which I know you don't really want single rail coasters to be. If you can keep them at like one speed the whole time, then that's golden. But it was slowing down a bit at the tops of loops and things, which I guess is normal. But it was doing it a lot, and I eventually fixed it and actually did a lot of off-camera work. Just now, probably another hour or two of fixing this. So this is a good roller coaster, and I should say that this is part one of maybe 2 or 3. I'm not sure yet how many parts this is gonna have, but this one's just building the track and getting the layout and stuff. And then another one will be building the station, and then we kind of have this whole island to mess around with. And what I was going for is a lot of pathway interaction. If that sounds all right there, I cut like 15 minutes out trying to get the drop right. So that I was just fixing that. What was I talking about? I completely forget. Oh my day. I should kind of script these or like give myself notes what to talk about. So I kept the single rail layout pretty close and tight, which is what they normally are, just kind of close and tight together. But I wanted it to be very interesting, so you see I did like a left dive loop, and then a vertical loop, and then a hammerhead turn and things like that, and then kind of just bringing it around with a wide cutback, I guess. And I put it underground, which is going to be something I'm going to try and do a lot with coasters. Like I said, pathway interaction. Pathway interaction is when you can like walk underneath a ride and next to it and get really close and good off-ride photos. But what was happening was, I changed it, but when I was building it, I didn't really think about that too much. And ended up changing so much of the ride. You have no idea how much I changed. From what you see now and from what you see next episode. There's a POV at the end. If you would like to skip to that right now, then you can. I will keep talking anyway. But it's not the final POV. A, because the track wasn't finished, obviously. B, because the decoration wasn't finished. And C, because the operation kind of thing it wasn't finished, so you wouldn't get the real look of it. And honestly, thinking about it, like after all the trouble I went through, I really should have just left this ride here and not done anything else with it. Just kept the layout, it's fine. But I wanted it to go down more. I wanted the station to be on the ground. But I couldn't do that and ended up having to mess with a bunch of settings and a bunch of stuff, and it was all just kind of it was very frustrating, um, to say the absolute least of things. It was very frustrating because you see how high it is right now. So I tried carving out the whole ground, which ended up messing up the whole island. And so I wanted it to be big because I want this island to be how I picture it is. I'm gonna start doing a lot of custom buildings, which I haven't done yet, and just a lot of big shops and restaurants and things. And this roller coaster is on the end, and I was thinking that I might add a second roller coaster to the island, which you will see next episode. It's all fixed. It's all fixed and good. And we'll decorate it a lot, kind of not really like the other island that we have. We have the. I want it to be a mix of the main entrance island, the pirate island, and what we have the Giga Coaster on. Because what I'm going for is a lot of shops and a lot of things to do. We might add a kiddie coaster somewhere. I'm not really sure if that'll fit in anywhere. And I've decided that I'm not really going to do themed islands like I said I was going to. Just because I love the modern theme and I don't really want to have to stick to one thing and be limited. So I kind of just want to be able to build whatever I want. Obviously, there's not just going to be a random, whatever space rocket ship thing right next to a cowboy western duel. That I'm absolutely not going for that. But just I didn't want to be restricted to a single area with a single thing, and that's why some of the island sizes might change. And there will be a lot of curbing, and a lot of making big plazas and restaurants and things. So I tried fixing the terrain. It was all bumpy over there. It's got way off topic. I tried fixing the terrain, and it was just really, really hard. I had to go out and log back in just because I was messing a lot with the settings here to try and get the roller coasters down. But eventually, I just dug out a huge area like I did over there. I tried to do and just put it down. I fixed a lot of things. Sorry if you hear me bumping, rattling. I have a boom stand now. I forget whether or not the last Minecraft video was with the boom stand or not. I know this is the first time I've done a commentary on my computer, so it should be a lot higher quality and look nicer. Which is always appreciated by me and you guys, I'm sure. So there we go. I just covered up the whole mess with a lake. So the other island's obviously bigger because the coaster's bigger, and that was the main centerpiece. But I think the main centerpiece for this island is gonna end up being something like a big plaza of stores and shops and things like that. So there'll be a lot of smaller rides in here. And I might do like a mini episode or a live stream or something of me building a bridge and or a station for this coaster, because I've never built a custom building. Like I said, I was going to try and start doing that. And I figure like a coaster station, or I might start with some shops and things that might be a little easier because I can have more leeway with, messing up and things, because it won't really matter. And then I can do the coaster station and the bridge, which I want to be like a kind of suspension bridge, if that makes sense. So I'm quite nervous, actually, to start doing that. And that was why the last few episodes have just been, building, decorating, and just like placing trees and fences down. And this, I just wanted a break from that. So I thought it was a perfect time to build a single rail roller coaster, or just another roller coaster in general. It's kind of weird looking at what I have now and looking at knowing what I have just done and all the work I've just put in to fixing it and making it good. And don't worry, the station is a lot lower. We do still have some steps going up to it out the back, but it's really not a big deal at all. It's probably like one flight of stairs at the max, and that's the best I could do without having the whole ride go under the land and just have me having built the whole ride on an alpine mountain or something. What it was gonna look like a miniature version of what you see in the background, those mountains by the edge of the park. So just finishing this up is weird actually. The last editing software I used, I could only speed it up ×2 since it was the iMovie mobile app that I was using to edit these. But this one I could speed up times like 100, I think. So it was absolutely crazy to be able to speed this up as much as I wanted. And I ended up only doing it ×3 because I cut so much footage out. This is not the final POV, and what you're about to see, we'll crossfade to that in a moment, is also not the final POV, but next episode, or in the next few episodes, we will do a final POV. So as we crossfade into that, I want to say thank you for watching, and please share the link to my channel with anyone, really. I don't care, I just want people to watch it and enjoy it. So I will let you enjoy this, so goodbye.